Right, a long-awaited video on flush sliding windows. We get asked about these all the time because you'll see that we fitted flush sliders in this window and another couple of vans previously, and we've given it the whole, oh, they'll be coming soon, and then we fitted them and we ran them for a while and we've never been happy with them. And finally, we're happy with the window, and I'll go into some more detail soon. So this window here, I'll show you why we didn't go for that, and more importantly, I'll show you why we did go for that window. So first of all, let's just say, how good does Marco's van look? So that's the Transporter HQ Europe van. It's recently been wrapped by Monkey Designs. I'll go into that in a bit more detail. This video is about the windows, but you've got to appreciate that. So the original flush sliding window looks virtually the same from the outside as this one, but it's made by a completely different factory. I'll show you up close. So the idea being, you've got no recess, you've got no dip like your standard windows, like your standard recess sliding windows. The design is flush. The problem is with flush sliding windows, I've yet to discover one that doesn't leak, and that's the genuine OEM ones are terrible for leaking, and every other one I've tried. And it's always been down to the fact that, personally, I think with the recess style windows, they're designed that if water gets in, there's a place for the water to escape. Everybody that makes a flush sliding window, or most people that make a flush sliding window, are trying desperately to stop the water getting in, but water's tiny and it'll get in everywhere, and when it does get in, it gets inside your van. So the goal is always that if water does get in, it's got somewhere to drain, like the original style recess windows. And what I mean by that, you obviously don't want water to be flooding the window regardless, but when the water does get in, and what I mean by get in, if it's raining as it does in the UK and in Holland, water gets on this window, you open the window slides in there, where's that water going to go? Well, if it's got nowhere to drain, it's going to fall off inside your van, so it needs to drain out underneath. So I'm going to take you in closer to have a look. I'm going to compare the two windows and show you why we've decided not to go with that window and why we've decided to go with this window. We have both of these windows here. We've had to borrow the kitchen table so nobody can sit down and have lunch until we finish this video. But I'll just take you in and explain the differences to why we went with this window over that one. First thing to point out that's fairly obvious when you look at them is the size of the window is smaller than an OEM one. It's still big enough in my opinion, and the reason why you have to have that window smaller is obviously the VW windows follow the contour of a van, they curve. And when they curve, that smaller panel, if that panel's bigger, you're trying to make a window that's sliding curve as well. So if it covers a smaller area, there's less of a curve, and that's less space or area for water to get in, allowing it to be more of a flat panel. But it follows, with the smaller window, it can follow really nicely the contour or the curve of the van. I don't know if you can pick that up, but you'll see it's really nice and smooth, and the contour and sits in there really neatly on the recess. So both windows are here. So if I show you this one, Marco, can you help me out here? Yeah, so if Marco just spins that window over, so they look very similar at first view. The style and the design is the same to match all our other windows. So neither of these vans have got rear quarter windows, but if you have a full camper with the rear quarter windows, they all match. But looking at this one here, there's a few, it can stay that way around, Marco. There's a few things about this window that I wasn't particularly keen on. First of all, I didn't like this latch system. I just thought it was quite clumsy in the way it worked. The drainage channel, so the idea always been, and the way we always set out to do it, was have a window that when water does get in, this window is upside down actually, but it's to show you what we need to do. If the water does get in, so if you open this window, there's water on there, it's going to hit this drainage channel when it's the other way around, and then it drains out of these vents at the top here, as our recess sliding windows have. But the problem is I just wasn't happy with the finish. You press these vents, there you can see water can get in, water can get out, and it just wasn't finished in the way I was happy with. The other problem I had was to get this window to sit in these rails, you have these little clips here, and these clips are part of the function, so these clips aren't in when they slot the window in. But when they slot the window in, they then put these clips in, and first of all, when you saw the video we did perhaps on Dan Chambers' van, we tried them, and the water was, when we tried it afterwards, they were leaking out here, and then the factory bonded them in better, but still, you know, there was just no need to have this clip. We worked out you could do it by just having this one, but the factory still, you know, bonded them in afterwards. But it's just something else that's more likely to allow it to leak, so we wanted that to change. And after to and fro and years, I think we've probably been working on flush sliders for best part 3 years now, we just decided to shift away totally. It was a nice window, and actually you could bond these up to stop them from leaking. You could bond that up to stop it from leaking, but there was always the risk, and I just wasn't really happy with the finish of it. So that's why we've shifted over to a new factory, which have taken the brief on board exactly what we want, and that's where this window comes in. It's costing more, but the plan is always to still keep it really affordable, but we'll go into that in a minute. So Marco, if you're all right to just pick that window up. So this is the bottom again, so you can just see the rail is solid. There's no cutouts at the end, there's no tab for where the window's installed, so there's nowhere else for that to leak. There's still the drainage channels, but they're really nice drainage channels. They're nice and neat. There's nowhere for water to leak. They're nice and solid. They're better fitted. We actually worked out you didn't need the 3 drainage channels. 2 was enough in all the water tests we've done. I mean, I've got a video somewhere on my phone, but I'll show you how they water test these in the factory, and they just power water at them for days to do what they class as a rain test. We've had these for a while, because you probably saw we fitted them in Marcus' van a while ago. But I've wanted them to suffer Dutch weather for a while, and Marcus had the old pressure. I mean, this guy cleans his van every 5 minutes. He was cleaning his van when I got here this morning, just to make sure we were happy with them and make sure they weren't going to leak. So there's that bit. That's a lot nicer, better finished off. Still the same dark tint that we have now. Still the dot patterns the same as you get with OEM windows to match or the windows. Still the same smoke tints as opposed to a clear or a grey tint, so it'll all match with the other one. So in fact, let's spin this window over now if we can, Marco. The other thing I was really keen to do was improve the latch system, and this is like T61 OEM style latch. It's a lot nicer, a lot less clunky, a lot neater. It locks into the various different positions. There you go, but it's a lot easier to use. Just it feels like a lot more solid, better quality catch system. And it just slides really nicely, locks really nicely. But as I said previously, if water does get in, so it's chucking it down with rain, rain's coming down this panel here, and then you open your window, that water then is inside the van, but it runs down into this drainage channel and it runs out of these vents here, the same as all of the other aftermarkets, non-flush sliding windows on the market, which we never have issues with leaking. As long as they're fitted correctly, the water will always leak at the bottom there, so that solves the leaking issue. The latch makes it just a lot nicer to use and looks prettier. The quality of the rails are nicer. I mean, people are putting these windows in 50-60 grand vans. You don't want something that looks like it's not finished very well. So what's this top bit here? So ignore this for now. The other problem I had with this window, and something that this factory again couldn't really do for us, was, and this is only, so it doesn't matter actually in this van or this van, because they've both got van shades in. And with van shades, the surround is here and you can't see the top of this. But my problem was always just being super picky, and if it was my vehicle and you've got a van with a pop top roof and you've lifted up your pop top roof and you've not used van shades, you're looking down on this and it's not particularly pretty. It's the same with this one. It's not really, I know it's perhaps just me being super picky about it, but I wanted it to be right. I don't think you would want to see this rail mechanism and the catch and everything when you're looking down and you're in your pop top looking down at your windows. So we are making these, so you're not going to need this. This is just an addition that you may buy. Ignore the colour and the size of it in a minute, but it's something that you may decide to buy if you're having a pop top roof and you're not having van shades to hide that area. This is something we're going to be supplying 3D printed, so that you can see in a minute this has got camper glass on. Ignore the finish on it, because I 3D printed this before I left 2 days ago to come to the Netherlands. This will come in 1 or 2 parts and it will just click in the top there in black, nice and neatly, so you don't have to look down at that if you're in a camper van. The other thing we will be doing for our trade customers, if they want, we have to put their logo here. So if you're one of our many trade customers that Camper Glass supply and you're fitting these in these conversions, and if you want, we'll be able to, a lot neater than that because that's very roughly 3D printed, be able to supply you with a cap here to put in your camper conversions with your logo here if you wish. But if not, like I said, you don't have to go for this. That rail is only if you've not got van shades, or possibly if you've, like these vans are combis, so you wouldn't really see because you're not going to be looking down from above. So as you can see, the window's nice and clear and flush there, and then if Marco opens the window, it locks into several positions, but it looks really tidy. Then if you just shut that for me, there you go. And it's just so much nicer than the old style recess. There's definitely still a place in the market for the recess window because it's cheaper. It's going to be cheaper. Our aim is to make this window affordable so that for that little bit more it's worthwhile doing. Let's just go inside and show you how it works in there. Handy having a twin slider in this respect. Nice. So yeah, if we show you here, so the latch system, you see it's really nice and easy to work. You see the little tabs on the latch there go red, so you can see that it's not in a lock position. Then if you shut it again, there's several different positions and it just locks and shuts nice and closed, and you can see that the red tabs have disappeared, therefore you know that the vehicle, the window is completely closed. So as I mentioned before with that top section of the rail, you'll see here this has got van shades in, which we're big fans of. We sell them in the UK, Transport Extra Europe, or the European distributor for these actually. So you don't necessarily need that extra cap because you just can't see it on these windows. We're not going to just put them in there by default because you've got to pay for it. If that's the case, it'll be an option for people. There'll be a drop down box on the website if you choose to have that rail cap if you wanted to. Right, so the next question is, The all important question is price and time and when they're coming. I'm trying to cover everything so we don't get asked a million questions. I'm hoping this video can answer every question for you. They should arrive at camperglass.co.uk, so Camperglass UK, which is Transport HQ, in about 12 weeks. And they should arrive here in the Netherlands for those guys to ship out for the entire of Europe and Ireland. Will come out here within a week or so from there. When it comes to price, with the whole issues at the minute with Russia and with COVID still floating around with what's going on with shipping and stuff, I don't want to say an exact price because I can't confirm that until they're physically here and on the water. But the goal is to make this sub £200. Now, the factory tell me that's far too cheap and we should be selling it for more money. I don't want to be greedy with this window, and I guess my mindset is, why should it? To justify the jump between a standard sliding window and a flush sliding window, it needs to not be a big chunk more. So we're massively reducing our profit in this in the hope that we can supply you with a really nice flush sliding window, and the knock-on effect to that is you buy our rear quarter windows and our bar window windows and our tailgate windows. So it's just trying to make it an affordable package so you can buy the whole lot for your van, still have the flush sliding windows, and you've only spent a little bit more than you would do if you're buying the recessed windows. So yeah, don't hold me to that just yet. So the important things are about 12 weeks to the point they land, providing everything else doesn't get any worse with the whole wars and shipping and all that. About 12 weeks to the UK, to camperglass.co.uk. It's very similar time to Transport HQ EU, who can ship to anywhere in Europe for the windows, actually and outside Europe for the windows, and the price will be aiming for sub £200 for a flush sliding window that doesn't leak. There you go. That's the goal. Thank you very much for everybody's patience with these. I get asked regularly when the flush sliding windows doesn't come in, and people will hold on for them and they've not fitted anything else yet because they've waited, and people have literally been waiting years for these windows to come out, which is crazy. But that's why I wanted to get them right. We could have rushed this window out, or we could have made some changes to this window so it worked, but every time we made a little change, it just still wasn't enough, to the point where there's lots of comments on other videos saying, when are they coming out? And the answer was, I'm just not happy with them yet, and I never have been until now. And when this window finally came from the new factory with everything I'd asked for, I was happy, to the point where I've pressed the button, we've ordered them, and they're in production now on their way to us. If you're interested in the flush sliding windows, keep your eye on our website and our social media, our Facebook, Transport HQ, Instagram at Transport HQ, and as and when we have more confirmed details of times and dates, we will put them on there. All of our trade customers, get in touch. Good trade prices on bulk orders for those for your camper conversions for your customers. If you're thinking of having a camper conversion done, speak to your conversion company and let them know these are coming. If you want this kind of window put in your van, my next van comes eventually, when it eventually gets built. 100% this is what's going in it, these flush sliders in the nice dark smoke tint. So hopefully this video was useful. Like I said, sorry it's taken so long to get an update, but here we go. They're finally in production. We're finally happy with them. They're going to be coming. As always, please do like the video. YouTube likes the algorithms. I never can say algorithms, can I? Should practice this before. YouTube likes the algorithms and it shows it to more people. Subscribe to the channel for updates when these videos are coming, and more videos. Just about to film a video on the cool little chest fridges. We'll be out next week after this one. Ring the little bell to get updates when the next videos come out. And as always, thanks for watching.